Hello! Welcome back to the channel and for another episode of What If Series on John Farnham. For this one, we are going to talk about when Farnham left LRB slash Little River Band as he would become as one of the best successful artists of all time from his mega album Whispering Jack. So let's explore of Farnham done a tour in between from LRB to the release of Whispering Jack as pre-Whispering Jack 1985/86 tour. Let's start off in the real life timeline. The tour that John did back in December of 1985, but we don't know where or songs were performed that time. And of course, this was before John left the band, and let's explore what if it would happen. So this would be around in 1985 because it wasn't a good year for Farnham, that he decided to leave the band by the end of their Australian tour in April 1986. And around the same year that Farnham has collectively had a song list for his future album, and that would become Whispering Jack, while he's still with LRB, and finishing up his vocals for No Rain's album. While recording for Whispering Jack, Farnham decided to take it on the road in theaters and other venues like he did 4 years earlier to promote for Uncovered, but added younger band members such as Brett Gossett and Angus Burchell, who would be working with John for almost 40 years. John will be touring for 10 shows in 1985 and 86, before he will be touring with LRB for the last time. Now let's move on to the tour dates and set list for a pre-Whispering Jack tour. So this will be in November-December 1985. So we kick off in Perth at the Concert Hall, then Adelaide's Festival Centre, then to Sydney at Workers Art Club, then they go to Holden Pavilion, then they head off to Brisbane's Festival Hall, and then to Sydney Music Ball in Melbourne, and then we move to the February of March of 86. They will kick off in Melbourne at Palais Theatre, then Commodore Hotel, then they go to Civic Theatre in Newcastle, and then coming back to Perth in His Majesty's Theatre, and there are 2 shows in Sydney in the Enmore Theatre, and finally ending there in Billboard in Melbourne. Now here's the set list for it. So for the late November, early December 1985, here's the set list for it. So we got Hold the Line, but that song will be performed in the November shows. But then in the December shows, we will have Don't Blame Me. That's from the Playing to Win record. And then we move on to Matilda, She's Everywhere, Infatuation. Then John will be performing a Stevie Wonder medley, such as Superstition, For the City, and Master Blaster. Then we move on to I Never Did Get Through. And then, same thing with the opener, we have another 2 songs in the tour. So in the first half, we have The Other Guy. And then in the second half for the December show, we have a Stevie Wonder cover called Love's in Need. Then we have Cool Change, Please Don't Call. That is a pretty rare record that John performed once back in 81, but then he will perform it again. And then we got Back to the Backwoods, then When the War is Over, Justice for One, That's No Way to Love Someone, Playing to Win, Just Say That You Love Me, Hollywood Nights, Help, Too Much Too Soon. Then we end with Down on the Border. Then we got the late February to early March of 86. Here's the setlist for it. So we got Legs, For This City, Paper Paradise, Infatuation, Thunder in Your Heart, Break the Ice, Nothing's Gonna Stand in Our Way. And then we have 3 new songs in the setlist, and this will be on the Whispering Jack album. Will be Pressure Down, Let Me Out, and Touch of Paradise. And then we got When the War is Over, That's No Way to Love Someone, Justice for One, Love's in Need, Help, and Down on the Border. But here's the thing. In the 86 show, Down on the Border will be the last song of that leg. But on the final show, You're the Voice will be introduced in the final show. After the tour, people would not expected that a career would dominate the charts, and Whispering Jack becomes the biggest album of all time in Australian history. Well, that is it for the What If series on John Farnham. Hope you all enjoy it. Please comment, like, and check out more content on my YouTube channel, and subscribe if you haven't done it yet. Make sure to hit the notification bell. Take care, stay safe. Until next time, peace.